Welcome back to my animal education series. Today I'm here with Deputy Mindenhall. And what is your position here?
I'm a K-9 officer, deputy sheriff, which is also a police officer, but I work for the county sheriff's department, so we're considered deputy sheriffs. I'm assigned to the K-9 unit. I've been a K-9 officer for about 4 years here with the sheriff's department. I have my K-9 partner's name is Sven. He's a 4-year-old German Shepherd, and our responsibility is for K-9 assist. We answer calls for service. If somebody calls and needs police assistance, that's our primary job, to respond to calls and handle incidents.
So obviously we don't have the dog here now, but we're setting up this little training activity for him, or training session, as it probably sounds better. So what is this all about here?
These are called BSD boxes. They're behavioral shaping devices for narcotics detection. These boxes, in one of these boxes here, there's going to be a narcotic that he's trained in and that he's certified in. Each box has a ball inside, and he'll come along and put his nose in each box and figure out where the drugs are. And a behavioral shaping device is to, whenever a behavior is an alert, whenever the dog alerts to the odor of illegal drugs, the dog will, his trained alert is to sit and focus at the odor, where the box would be. So once he's focused in on the box doing his alert, then I will click a button and a ball will come out, and that will reward him for finding the drugs.
So the boxes here, which one is the drugs in? So the viewers can focus on that.
This will be box number 3. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it'll be box number 3. And I won't push the button until the dog alerts, because obviously, the dog can't speak to me. But whenever he alerts, when he sets like that, I know that there's drugs in there, because this is what we do at training.
So let's go and get the dog, or have you get the dog.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to present the boxes to him. He's pretty excited right now. Sit. Sit. Alright,
So now we're here in the next area, and I forgot to mention in there, what is this dog trained to sniff out?
he's trained on 5 different narcotics. The first one would be cocaine, crack cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and marijuana. So he's trained on 5 odors, and that's the primarily the drugs that are most common that we encounter.
So what is this next training session that we have for the dog?
The next training session we're going to do here is I've got 3 vehicles here. These 2 vehicles are known to be there's no drugs in them. There's no illegal drug odors. The reason we do this is we run blank vehicles. That way we can, in our training records, we could show that the dog does not alert on vehicles unless there's drug odors in the vehicle or on the vehicle. This white vehicle over here, I set some heroin, I think 5 grams of heroin on this vehicle, and I'm going to show you the dog's response once he alerts to the odor of narcotics on a vehicle.
And you mentioned to us that you're always recording these sessions.
Yes.
And then why is that?
Everything is documented. If we go to court, all we need to do is bring our training records, and that shows the efficiency of our canines.
Well, let's get started with this activity.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to get my dog. Come here. Oh, that's a good boy. All right, so that was the dog obviously found the heroin pretty quick. Because once he's screening these cars here, once he came around that black vehicle, he could smell that because the wind's blowing the odor towards us when we're working that way. So he instantly goes towards the drug odor.
So I was wondering, how long does it take to train a canine dog?
He came from Germany. And he was transported to a kennel in Indiana that sells police dogs and military dogs. He was already trained to some narcotic detection, He was trained in tracking to a certain extent, but the key is that you want the handler to train your dog. You don't want anybody else training your K-9 for you. So we were in Decatur, Illinois for 8 weeks at the Macon County K-9 Academy in Decatur, and so during that 8 weeks we had a trainer monitor our training. So it'd kind of be like the trainer would assist me in training my own dog. So I learned how to train a dog from the trainer.
So what kind of behaviors are you looking to teach the dogs for searching?
For searching, there's different behaviors. He's trained in different things. He's trained in tracking. He can track missing children. He can track any type of suspect. He's a certified tracking dog. Also, he's trained in articles or evidence. You know, if we're looking for a stolen item from a house and we think the suspect ran off in the grass that way, we can come back along with this dog and he can screen the ground and try to find that article. So there's different responses. So if perhaps we were using the dog for an article search, the dog would lay down and just focus, just stare at the item that he found.
Kind of like what he did with the drugs over there. He just kind of laid down and looked at it.
Right. Yeah, he's not. You know, we don't want the dogs to gnaw or bite at the item. We don't want to. Disturb any of the evidence.
That's very important.
It is.
I did take a forensics class in my high school, which I did learn a lot. Tampering with any bit of evidence could mess up most of the investigation.
Right.
It's a lot of paperwork with it too.
Yes, there is. So anyway, so yeah, he's trained on narcotics detection, tracking, apprehensions.
So you mentioned earlier this was a German Shepherd.
Yes.
So why are German Shepherds typically used for canine officers?
A German Shepherd or Belgian Malinois are the primary dogs that we use, just because they're able to, their biting ability, their protection ability, their noses are so much stronger than other breeds of dogs. You know, meaning that they can detect odors more quickly and better than most other breeds. They're just an all-around good working dog.
And we saw in the 2 activities that they were able to find the drugs super fast. As soon as they were within about like a 5 feet distance, they were on it.
Correct.
So you mentioned another demonstration. Should we move on to that?
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna let you put on the bite suit and experience a canine apprehension. So.
Which I am both excited and nervous for.
All right, this is our department bite suit that we use for canine training. It's a full padded suit. He's got pants. He's got a jacket on, and he's got these hand protectors. That way, the dog can't bite his hands on accident. Then he's also got a helmet to prevent any injuries to his face or head. Suspect, show me your hands. Suspect, get on the ground. Oh, good boy. Suspect, stop biting my dog. Suspect, show me your hands. Right. Oh, good boy.
So I want to thank you and your dog for the very unique experience. Probably the craziest thing that I've ever done on my channel. So once we're done with this video, I'm going to get out of these pants. It's extremely hot. But that was crazy. Seeing that dog come at you is one experience that you never think you're going to have. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @KohlShirk. As always, I'll see you next week.